Hello, beautiful people. So I'll give an introduction little thing in a minute, but just wanted you to see the outside. This is our view from our Airbnb. The sun actually sets like right over there, so we do get to see a beautiful sunset every night. I don't want to show too much of the exterior, mostly for safety purposes because we are still living here. And once we leave Guadalajara, I'll post a link to the actual Airbnb reservation page in the comments in case anyone is ever planning on coming here themselves and wanted to share our same similar experience. Okay, so here we are at our beautiful Airbnb. This is where we walk in our door. This is a traditional Mexican style home, which I'd never been in before, and they're really super cool. It's all kind of like open air, and when you walk in the main door downstairs, it's like an open courtyard, and then we actually got to go in because our Airbnb host is super sweet. She is an abuelita, a grandma, and she has a granddaughter that is about Autumn's age, so she invited us in there one night so her granddaughter and Autumn could play, which was super cute. So we got to see the inside of like what the whole house is, and there's like a living room and a dining room. They're just really cool, you know, kind of like the traditional rooms you would have in an American home, but it's like open air centered around like a courtyard, like an atrium type deal, except there's no, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't think there's a roof in the courtyard, actually. I can't remember, though. So, yeah. And then the way this Airbnb is set up is it's kind of like a guest suite. This one does not have a kitchen, which in the future I will be booking Airbnbs that all include like a kitchen and possibly, hopefully, laundry. But because we were only here about 2 weeks, I wasn't too concerned about having those things. So basically we have like a sitting room with like a table and chairs we can eat at, and then there's a bathroom and a bedroom, but we'll go around and I'll show you all that. So, okay, let me turn this around. So yeah, this is when you first walk in the front door on the right over here. There's just like some really eclectic, like traditional local Mexican artist work. So yeah, that's all hanging on the walls. We got the Wi-Fi, yay, everybody needs that. So yeah, this is to the right of when you walk into the Airbnb. And this is our little table where we keep our food and things. We don't have any plates and stuff, so I just threw some cereal on there for Autumn. Like I said, we don't have a kitchen here, so we've only been purchasing dry foods to like have back at the place, and like bananas and, you know, fruit that doesn't need to be refrigerated. We did have some raspberries that might have possibly given Autumn the Mexican shits, so I don't think we'll be buying those again. But yeah, just a pretty simple, basic room. But what's really nice is it is nice to just have this extra space outside of the bedroom. So, you know, if I put Autumn to bed and I want to stay up a little later, like a couple of times I've come out here and, because, you know, obviously I've got my tarot cards with me. I will eventually do a video about what I packed for us to go on this journey, so everybody can see like what we put in our one little suitcase. And yeah, I didn't clean the place up before I had to do this because my goal in life is to always just be as real and authentic as possible. And, you know, life isn't as clean as we'd like it to be. So there's our stroller that we purchased at the Walmart when we got here. These are Autumn's shorts airing out because when she had her Mexican shit accident, Mommy had to do some scrubbing. Okay, so through this door is actually where the main house is, but it's never open. Like, nobody can get in or out that way. They've like closed it off so they could create this guest suite. And then this is the door to our bedroom. More eclectic Mexican art. I should definitely mention that there's no air conditioning here. From what I was seeing online, most places don't have air conditioning. Also, this is a very budget rental. I think we paid about $170 to stay here for 2 weeks, which is just like a crazy deal, because if you're gonna stay here for a month, that'd be less than $400. So yeah, really definitely a budget rental. So that's nice, and also part of why we chose it. But we don't really need much, you know, because we're only here 2 weeks, and we are going out and exploring and doing different things every day. So that is everything we need. Most Mexican houses don't seem to have air conditioning, but you don't really need it. They're all like, you know, stone and like stucco and tile, and so they keep the temperature really cool. And then we do have a fan that we use for when we're here at night or whatever. So yeah, this happened to have like this little area over here, so I made this Autumn space where she has her crayons and her stickers and her little scissors and her letter book and some bubbles and Play-Doh, binoculars. Oh, we had brought this with us because Autumn's Mimsy got it for her, so she wore that for Dia de los Muertos. We got this out of a little, like, you know, those little kid toy vending machine things. It was 10 pesos, which is about 50 cents. And so that's a pretty, like, American price for the stuff that you'll find here. Here, baby. Here, baby. It's right here. I've realized in Guadalajara, and probably a lot of Mexico, is that they have the American comforts that we're accustomed and used to, but they will mostly come at an American price. Like pretty much everything at the Walmart is around what you would pay for it in America, or if it is like less than, it's not like as significant as if you're shopping in the local markets and different things and what you can get for your money in those. I mean, if we had to, we could probably live off of $5 a day. But yeah, our budget thankfully is a little bit more than that, so we have some room to do some fun things. But yeah, so this is the bag that we've just been putting our laundry in. Oh, so we already had to go and do our laundry because, like I said, I'll do another packing video, but I was clearly not thinking of myself when I did packing because Autumn has like outfits for 2 weeks, and I have like 4 pairs of shorts, 1 pair of pants, and like no shirts, and then like 4 cocktail dresses. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm figuring that all out. So yeah, I had to go and do laundry already because I just didn't bring shit to wear. And we paid about $4 to have our, like about 6 pounds of laundry, which is just like a small load, like washed and dried and folded. And honestly, this shit smells delicious. Like, I'm really happy to have done that. They do have some laundry mats where you can do your own laundry, but most of the ones around us are you drop it off and you don't really have the choice. Like, they do it for you. We did go to a nicer one though. It just seemed more legit, and there are definitely cheaper ones though. Like, that was probably an expensive laundromat. So if we have to do it again while we're here, I might try out one of the other ones. But okay, so then over here, this is just like a wardrobe closet. That's Autumn's nightie. And so we were able to like unpack all of our clothes. There's our suitcase down there, Autumn's stuff, my stuff. Oh, I already had to go and buy some toilet paper because, you know, it's a budget Airbnb. So they give us like 1 roll, and then that's supposed to last us 2 weeks, or we get our own. Just like storage for all your stuff, our little nightstand with our waters. There's Autumn's Baba because, yes, my child is 3 years old and she still gets a small like water Baba at bedtime. Because honestly, I don't give a fuck about all you people judging me. It makes my child happy, and I'm not going to pretend to care just because everybody else might care about a 3-year-old having a Baba. Like, she's a well-adjusted, smart, intelligent being. If she wants to have a Baba to make her happy, like, whatever. You know, that's like trying to say, like, well, adults can't eat cotton candy because that's for kids. You know, it's just stupid. Like, who cares? We brush her teeth. She'll be fine. Everybody calm down. So then here we are with the bed, which Autumn is on currently watching some YouTube. Every solo parent's best friend on her tablet, because we got the tablet before we left for a few different reasons. Because what we do normally do on there is she's been practicing her letters, like tracing them and stuff. And you want to say hi, people of the internet? Say hi, people of the internet. Oh, good. And there's her puppy. We actually got this puppy when we were in Paris last year. So that puppy goes with us everywhere. And her best blankie, my friend Brittany made this for Autumn before she was born. And that's the blanket she's used since birth. So that still goes with us everywhere too. I'd considered not bringing her Baba and blankie, but like my aunt like told me, she's like, well, at least bring the blanket, you know, something. And I was like, you know what, who cares? I don't care. I had just kind of started to care because other people were making me feel like I should, but the truth is I don't. So there's more of the local eclectic art. This is just like a little desk workspace that they have. So this is actually something I brought from home, which might seem kind of silly to travel with. But a friend of mine, Justin Patton, he's an artist in Northern California. He made that, like that, well, he did it obviously, that's just a print. Bubba, hey, not okay. You know mama's doing video. But I brought it with me for a couple of reasons. One, just so I have like a little thing of home to always decorate and personalize our space with. And then also because like, you see how passionate of love this is? That's the shit I'm trying to attract into my life. So, you know, just a little manifestation tool. My lady is still in pull-ups. Well, this is the thing. She's absolutely entirely potty trained if we're at home. But we're not at home much, like ever, even when we're in the States. So I just keep her in pull-ups throughout the day because it's just easier too, because then I don't have to worry about dealing with her in public restrooms and stuff. So yeah, it's just mostly for convenience, but she's definitely potty trained. But even if she wasn't, like, this is the thing, is like all kids are potty trained typically by the time they're 5 years old, and nobody ever asks you like once you're past 5, like, oh, when were you potty trained by? Like, who gives a fuck? I don't go around people asking when they stop shitting in a diaper. That's just like not something people. So I think we all just need to relax as moms and take the pressure off ourselves to think our kids need to do things at certain times. So yeah, there's just some more decor, some dirty laundry hanging out. This is just like the view from our bedroom window. You can't see it as well as the front because the screen's there. But yeah, I love the sky here with all the clouds and stuff. It does remind me a lot of Florida. So that's nice. And then now we'll go into our bathroom. Remind you again that this is absolutely a budget rental, but I want to do these reviews real and honest because, like, in case somebody does want to come and stay here someday, like, I just want you to know what you get for a budget rental. So here's our bathroom, and you know, pretty typical, a sink and a toilet, and then a stand-up shower. The shower is a little finicky. Like, it's really tricky to get it to a warm temperature because it'll either be really hot or really cold. So you have to work really hard to find the perfect balance. And it doesn't necessarily drain the best, but whatever, it gets the job done. I've got our toiletries hung up over here. Because we traveled with just such a small suitcase, I didn't bring a lot of like things from home. So we went to the Walmart and got some razors. Haven't shaved my legs yet, but I had bought these Lush like solid travel shampoo and conditioner before we left. But I realized like my hair was just like seeming a little dry. So I went and did get some Herbal Essence conditioner, and then that's just shaving gel. This is like a Colgate brand, but I'd never seen this before in the States, so I thought I'd try it. And I just use it. It's pretty good. My mouth feels really sparkly fresh. And yeah, just a little mirror. Hey, what up, bitches? So yeah, we just hang our shit wherever. Oh, and so the one thing I want to mention about the sink is like the hot's on the right for whatever reason on the sink, but it does not work. Like nothing comes out of there. And then the cold like works, but it will be burning hot if you've just taken a shower. So you have to plan to brush your teeth before you get in the shower, which typically I'm a post-shower brusher, even though my toothbrush is waterproof, so I could bring it in there, but whatever. So that's just like something we've had to learn and adjust to. But this is the thing, it's like, I don't mind, you know, it's like, it's a little cleaner and nicer than if we were like camping or whatever. I mean, we stayed in an Airbnb in St. Pete for a month when we were in Florida. I think that was the month of April we were at that one. And it was about on par with this, and it costs like 5 times more. So yeah, super basic accommodation. But like I said, you know, if you have an active toddler, you're not spending too much time in home anyways. Today I am trying to make us have a lazy day just because we have been going every day. I looked at my like walking app, and I think I've walked like at least 40 miles in the last week or so. And I had broke my foot like probably 7 years ago. And when I walk or run too much, it starts to hurt again. And so my foot was like hurting some last night. So I was like, maybe we'll just slow down today. So our only plan today is we have to go and replenish our fruit supply because as you saw earlier, we're out. So we'll get some bananas and whatever. This is just such a great location. Like anything that you could say negative about this place, the location so makes up for it, and I feel super safe here. You know, it's basically we're just living with a Mexican family in their home, and they have a small child, and like, you know, it's well gated and locked up and easy to get Airbnbs. But even here, we're only a mile from the central where all the action is. Our first 2 nights when we were here and we stayed in that hotel, we were kind of like in the middle of all the action, which was nice for those 2 days, but like we were wanting more of the authentic experience. So I'm glad that we did move a little further out. But yeah, like within 3 blocks, everything you need: laundry, pharmacy, doctor, like just anything you would need. And it's all so walkable. I am loving walking again, and I know I'm already losing weight from it. I didn't have a car for like 3 years in LA, and I think that was my big weight loss plan because like I just biked and walked and Ubered everywhere, and it was so great. And then I just realized like once I get a car, it's just so convenient that you're less likely to walk places even if they are just down the road. So it's nice being in a environment that condones walking everywhere. But yeah, a lot of people that live here do have cars, obviously. Hi, people love the internet. Yay, hello. So yeah, overall, I would give this Airbnb probably 4 out of 5 stars because, you know, you saw the little things in the back. Okay, baby, just a minute. You saw the little things in the bathroom, like with the sink not working. And honestly, it could have been like something that is essentially free if you're hosting an Airbnb is cleaning the place. And it probably could have been a little cleaner to my standards when we arrived. But the host is super accommodating, and like she doesn't speak any English, but I have a little bit of Spanish, so we've been able to communicate some of our like needs, and she's made sure to fix all those. So on Airbnb, I will absolutely be giving this a 5 out of 5 stars, but the reality is it's probably more of like a 4 out of 5 for a budget rental, because yeah, like there's no reason why the floor couldn't have been swept kind of deal, you know? So all right, well, thanks for watching our Airbnb or touring our Airbnb with us. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Yeah, like I said, we're not doing too much. Oh, that's the thing we are gonna do. We're gonna get a piñata today for no reason except just to get a piñata, because every time we're walking around, Autumn sees them hanging. And hey, what are you gonna do today? Are you gonna do a piñata?
Yeah.
Say piñata.
Piñata.
She says piñata. It's so cute. But yeah, so I told her we get they had like a little Elsa piñata. So we're gonna get that, fill that up with some candy. I don't know if we'll actually beat the shit out of it. We might just like put the candy in and rip it apart. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But love you. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.